Hey there, welcome back to Angry Bird. This is Tyler. I'm about to get out with my day. I probably won't be back for a few hours. It's cold as hell. Layer up if you're like me and you got to go explore the world to make a living. Um, I just wanted to touch base and tell you guys all something about me so that everybody can get a glimpse of who they're listening to, maybe. Because there's a lot of people out there that they produce a lot of content, man. I'm a fan of a lot of people, man. And I don't know how good I'll ever be. I just know that I'm going to keep trying and try to improve my craft as I go. And maybe someday we'll tip the scales in our favor as a people. And then if I enjoy this, I'll keep doing it. If I don't, then I'll throw in the towel. I don't. I just want my voice heard at the right time, and I don't want to keep throwing the towel like I feel like so much of the media and so many other walks of life seem to be doing at this juncture. So if there was nothing you knew about me ever, and I had to pick one thing that I had to tell you, and just say, hey, this is the starting point that if you're going to get to know a guy like me, I I have this problem where when I'm in a work environment, and when somebody asks me the impossible and I can prove it is, and don't ask me how I have the ability to prove it, because I can, and I show it's statistically impossible to do, and I break it all down, and everything, and they'll still ask me to do it because they have to tell me. I'm the type of person that makes waves on those junctures in any work environment. I mean, I have a reputation of going into stores where I would go into places and fix them up and turn over teams and build a team of that were kind of committed to excellence and integrity and whatnot. Back when I was in that industries or in those types of industries where I was working for other people. But if there was, one thing to know is that I really bucked the system. And most people can't do what I do. They're just yes men, like I remember when I left, the replacements were just like, yeah, we'll try, we'll keep trying, yeah, we're going to do it, we're going to keep pushing ourselves. And I hated the message because it was a message of impossibility. It was the carrot dangling that could never be achieved, and they kept wanting you to chase it. And I proved it couldn't, and it bucked the chain. A perfect example of that is how many hours does it take to keep some big ass facility clean, and they give you the lists of everything they want cleaned, and then they give you how many hours to do it in, and then you go and do the tasks with the strongest people possible, man. I'm talking like the bread and butter of your whole team, and you time it. End, start, end, start, end. No bullshitting, no breaks, no nothing. Go, go, go. Full blown, fast as we can. And then you document it and you go, see, I need 20 more hours, and that's if we're even running. Oh, no, no, no. There's stores out there doing it everywhere. Black and white. Best people, fast as they can't do it. And they're like, oh, no, it can be done. Sure, yeah. So then you go to the other store and you see how they do it. What it is like the cleaning parade before they come. So the labor hours are low all the time, and then before someone comes, they clean everything, make it look like they were doing it all the time, but they really weren't. And then we would be held to that standard that, see, they do it all the time because every time we come, it's clean. See how it goes, So I was that guy that bucked that chain, I wasn't going to sit for that shit. I mean, I could prove it was impossible, so why am I going to be told it isn't, And they didn't like that about me, People don't like that about me because I will do the work to show you you're wrong, and and when you do the work to show me I'm wrong, I will bow to those results because I can't argue the inarguable. I just can't. And so, if that was the one thing you should know about me, I think that would be like super important. All right. Let's see, we're 5 minutes in. All right, let's try this one. Second thing, all right, is there's a mindset I have had my whole life of the carrot dangling in front of me, where I had been chasing the carrot. You just work harder, you just try harder, you just do better, you just, you know, and it reached a point in the system of that where I saw that the carrot became impossible to achieve. And the only people achieving it were the cheaters. And then the cheaters were getting promoted, the cheaters were looking like they were geniuses. And it glorified us into this point today where the cheaters look like they're the best things ever. They're the smartest ones. And if you come from the system that can prove it wasn't, you come from the system that you showed them on paper it can't be done, and they dangled it anyway and kept telling you to chase it. And then you saw those people get promoted, and then you saw today the cheaters in the world, all the richest of the richest, and how they take anything. Any what's a good one? Google. All right, essentially replace the yellow pages. I mean, ask any small business owner how much it costs now compared to yellow pages for advertising. It ain't the same game. I mean, everybody had the same opportunity in one time. Now Google determines stuff, and then so basically they make you, as a person that owns a business that wants to advertise, that needs customers to find me, they force you to pay these high costs in order to get customers. So the customers are paying for Google. My services never change. Google just piggybacked off what I did and started taking money out of the customers' pockets. And so that's a perfect example. And we glorify these guys as geniuses, and you just don't. If you put it on paper, you put it in front of everyone, look what they did. That's what they're doing. And so I'm going to buck the system as hard as I can. I'm going to get as many people as I can. I'm going to be as vocal as I can, and when I'm wrong, I'm going to own it. And when I'm not, my foot's going to be on the gas on it, because it's, if you're voiceless now and you need a voice, and I'm that voice, subscribe, follow, and hopefully we can build up a coalition of people that are all on the same page, and that's my only goal, is to tilt that scale. I tilt that scale for us, for every working person out there, everyone that goes to work tomorrow, everyone that showed up today, everyone that's struggling with the paychecks they're getting, and yet the guy cheating is being like glorified and worshipped, and the guy showing up, putting down the work, showing up for his family, defending everybody around him, caring about his community, helping the people around. They ain't glorified. They're looked down upon. We're the suckers and losers now, according to the system. I refuse to let that be how I'm identified. My community around me is going to refuse to let that be how they're identified. We're people. We're a people. We're a community. We all work together for the same goals, and we all want the same things. Unchecked, get out of our way, let us reach our potentials, and give us a fair shake at economic freedom. A fair shake. Not a shake where 20 years ago you needed one job and today you need 2.5. That ain't a fair shake, just to have the same economic means. You guys take all that extra productivity and you skim off of that too, right? You skimmed off the first job already, and now we're all taking 1.5 more jobs. You're skimming off that too. Look how many more billionaires we keep making on that system. Fuck all that, right? Love y'all. Reach out to me. Leave comments. I'll respond. And if you got any kind of opinion out there, and I'll respond to them in future videos, and keep the conversation going. All right, love y'all. Bye.